biggest misconceptions about breaking open closed guard is that posture is a technique that works. Posture doesn't work, at least if you're a beginner. Posture you want to think of as more of a skill. You develop it over time, and you just can't get it the first time you try it. Because every time you try to get posture, you get triangled, you get broken down, it ends up badly. Okay? Because the second you work your way up and your hands come here, all Casey has to do is drive his knees to his shoulders violently, and everything breaks. Because his legs are stronger than my posts here. Okay? What I want to show you is a closed guard technique that works, even if you haven't developed certain just general jiu-jitsu skills like posture. Control the biceps. Okay, Casey, you're trying to pivot, you're trying to get angles. Put a foot on the hip even. Yep, and I'm just keeping him parallel. Step up one. He's gonna try to grab this leg here. I'm pushing on his bicep to not let him grab it. Step up the other. Okay, hide one knee in his tailbone, but the other one's pretty narrow too. So if you take a look here, when I step up, 1, 2, they're both kind of narrow here. And then my back foot is taking a step straight back and staying narrow. I don't want to be wide here because I'm losing, what I'm sacrificing by standing up is I'm getting farther away from his biceps, so I'm losing some control. So if I'm wider, he might be able to go angle and hook my foot over here. Okay, so I gotta be careful of that. So I want to be narrow, okay, and then it's just everything shooting backwards. I'm trying to cover backward distance here. Okay, so this leg steps as far back as possible, my elbows shoot back. Like so. I dominate inside position. If you really want to control them, okay, and not have to play kind of an open guard variable game, you can go straight to double unders and heist their hips. Pretty much you can slow down the game for at least 15 seconds. If you have a good gable grip here and you heist their hips, they can't shrimp escape here, okay, because their hips are in the air. You keep pulling them up. All right, one more time. Close guard, bicep control. I'm keeping my elbows on this narrow margin here, this narrow sideline. So if I'm across, that's no good. If I'm on the outside, that's no good. Step up one, step up the other. Narrow, narrow, narrow. Backward progression. Okay? So the only thing that had posture was my shin pretty much that whole time. Okay? And it's serving as a wedge. Wedge one, wedge two, wedge three. Both arms always out, both arms always in. Never one out, one in. Never one out, one in. It's either in here or here on the sidelines. Okay? Knee cut, or over, under. Once I take both arms out, then I can put this knee back on the ground. This knee is what prevents him from reclosing his guard. But once both arms are out, there's no more guard anymore. Wow, that's heavy. All right, very good. What's your deadlift?
Shit, I don't know.
What's your bench, bro? It's probably something like 400. Okay? My ability to do this is definitely not going to deal with his 400-pound. That was a little bit exaggerated. Okay, so we're worried about biceps and we're worried about inserting wedges inside the guard. That's how you break open the guard.